or fixing horse problems that are caused by people or happen by people. I talked about that in a video in the past. I don't know what was the name but the video or the title of the video, but the idea of dealing with horses that have a problem is completely different than dealing with a new horse. Making or starting a horse is all about fear. His reaction is normal, completely expected, because his nature is to run away when he's afraid, and jumping on him or putting the saddle or putting the rein is a scary thing, so his reaction is to run away, and you want to let him know that your reaction is good. The scary thing did not hurt him, he will not run away. Dealing with a horse that has a problem that came or happened because of people means what he thought to him was correct. In his opinion, it was correct. He said the scary thing will hurt me. He was right. Either the scary thing itself hurt him, or, in so many cases, the hand hurt him. Their reaction was bad. When I say hurt him, I don't mean they used pure strength. I'm saying their reaction was not good. He ran away and they used strength and he was able to run away. So he keeps getting worse because of us. So you have to fix what they ruined. You're not fixing the horse. You are fixing what they did to the horse. So when you deal with a new horse, someone was riding the horse before you. If that someone who rode the horse before you is better than you will ruin the horse. If the rider who rode the horse before you is as good as you should keep the horse as good as he is. If he was worse than you should develop and fix the horse. In this situation, or in this case, when you want to fix the horse, you have so many steps. As I said before, a lot of people say, bring the horse, put the saddle, and they will ride. They don't even lead the horse or do anything. They just want to ride the horse, then get off him, and that's it. To me, there is a relationship between the man and the horse. It's called horsemanship. It's not just riding. Riding is the most important thing. Okay, or part, but a lot of things are important. Leading has a lot to do with riding. Dealing in the paddock has a lot to do with leading and with riding. So, you got a new horse, or you are dealing with a new horse who has a problem. That means he has a problem in the paddock, he has a problem in leading, he has a problem in riding. Your way of riding is better than the one who was riding him. The same goes for your leading. The same goes for your way of dealing with the horse inside the paddock. So, the first step is to let him know that inside the paddock, I'm doing completely the opposite of what he did, of what she did, of what they did. I am a completely different creature inside the paddock. Until you fix what they ruined. Then when you lead, you let him know that your reactions with the rope, or with the thing that you are leading him with, is completely different than their hands, than their reactions. When you get the result you want and develop the horse and fix the horse, when you ride him, you let him know that your reactions are completely different than their reactions. So these are the steps. You fix him in the paddock, when you lead him, when you ride him. A lot of people just want to ride the horse. They don't want to lead. They don't want to have anything to do with him in the paddock because they suck in the paddock. They suck in leading. And if you suck in these two, then automatically you suck in riding anyway. So if they suck anyway, they just want to ride. So it's not just about not wanting to do it. They cannot do it. And that's an important thing. So what should I do with a new horse? What's the problem? It's very simple. Deal with the horse in the paddock. Half an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours the first day, so what? He was ruined for what? 3 years, 4 years, 5 years? Bad ways of riding, bad reactions and actions, bad treatment, and you want to fix it in 1 month, 2 months? And in the first day you took 5 hours and you say it's too much? No, it's not too much at all. Fixing is always harder than ruining. It's easy to ruin anything, but it's very hard to fix it. So, deal with him in the paddock. Have a relationship with the horse inside the paddock. Of course, when I say a relationship, I don't mean go inside and whip the horse, because he will destroy you. And again, I don't mean go inside and give him food and say, oh, he's a cute horse, he's a nice horse. Both of these things will not work. Both of these things will not fix the horse. It will ruin the horse more. A relationship means you develop the horse by letting him know that you understand his language, then with time make him understand your language. I want you to be able to stop the horse inside the paddock no matter what. I want you to scare the horse inside the paddock and he will not run away from you. I want him to face you no matter what. I want you to attack him and he will not run away from you. I want him to be, to want to be closer to you and to want to be close from you instead of moving away from you. I want him to trust you inside the paddock. I want him to accept the halter on his neck, on his head, without fighting it, without running away from it. Then when you lead him, I want you to totally control him when you lead him. When he's afraid of something, he will stop and face it. When he wants to do something, you will be able to stop him. When you put the saddle or anything on him, you will be able to stop him with the rope, with the hand. When you jump on his back, I want you to ride him and control him when he wants to do something. And I want him to face the scary thing when he's afraid. These are the good goals that you want to achieve if you want to develop the horse. Not just the best or the better option, the only option. So deal with him in the paddock and see for yourself. You will know if his good reactions were good, just keep it like it is. Do not ruin the horse. The same goes for leading and riding. If you feel that his reactions are very bad, you will start to fix what he does because it happened because of them. You are not fixing the horse, you are fixing them. So start good and you will keep getting better. Start bad and you will keep getting worse. So the way you start with the horse in the paddock makes a big difference, a huge difference. So in the paddock or in the stall, you should have some relationship with the horse. Then when you lead the horse, have a good relationship with the horse, then ride the horse. So you build the relationship with the horse until you reach to the top, which is total control that came from real trust, or total control that will lead to real trust and true love and real love. So that's my opinion about dealing with new horses. It's all about the start. The paddock makes a big difference, and leading makes a really big difference, and riding makes a big difference. Being nice and gentle with the horse is a good thing to do, but it will not fix a horse who has a problem. Because he's not doing a bad thing because he's a bad creature. He's doing a bad thing because he does not trust people. When horses do not trust people, you must let them or make them trust us again. Then they will love you. Love comes after trust, not the opposite, with horses, especially with horses. So be as nice as you want. He will not be fixed if he has a problem. And be as nice as you want, as much as you want. With a new horse, being nice will not start a horse for you. Being nice will not break a horse for you. Being nice will not stop a horse for you, because being nice means unconsciously, when he's afraid, you are a liar, you use strength. The ones who say that they are nice with horses are the ones who use pure strength when he is afraid. You just did not see it. End of case. That's a fact. The ones who say we are nice are the ones who are using pure strength. They just don't show it to you. The ones who don't use strength are the ones who don't talk about it, because they believe it's impossible to control the horse with strength anyway. I don't have to say it's a bad thing to do, don't do it. I'm saying it will not work. Go ahead, do it. So if you don't have a doubt, you will not talk about it. If you have a doubt, you keep talking about it. Again, if you keep talking about it as a reaction, don't blame me. I'm just reacting to what they say. They are the ones who have a doubt. I'm replying to their doubt. I'm not talking about it, I'm answering. So there's a big difference. That's my opinion about dealing with new horses.